In today's episode, we dive deep into a question that almost everyone has asked themselves at some point. Why do so many people fail to reach their goals? And what can we actually do about it? Our guests, Kasem and Sarah, take us on an honest, thought-provoking journey through the common struggles that hold people back, from lack of clarity to fear of failure, and explore practical, realistic steps to overcome them. This is not just a conversation about motivation. It's about understanding human behavior, breaking old habits, and creating a life where your actions finally match your dreams. Whether you're chasing a career milestone, building a business, improving your health, or simply wanting to live with more purpose, you'll find inspiration and concrete ideas here. So, grab your tea, settle in, and let's join Kasem and Sarah as they open up about the real challenges and the real solutions for turning goals into reality.
Sarah, I've been thinking a lot lately about why so many people start with big dreams and clear goals, but somehow over time they just stop, lose motivation, and never really reach where they wanted to go. It's strange because in the beginning, everyone feels so excited, so full of energy, and they truly believe they can make it happen. But then something changes along the way, and it's like the dream slowly fades.
That's such a good point, Kasim. I think one of the main reasons is that people often underestimate how much patience and persistence it actually takes to reach a meaningful goal. They imagine the journey will be exciting all the way through, but the truth is, most of the time, it's full of repetition, small progress, and challenges that don't feel very glamorous. And when people hit those slow, difficult moments, they start to doubt themselves and wonder if it's even worth it.
Exactly. And I've noticed that sometimes people also expect results way too quickly. We live in a world where everything is instant. Instant food, instant entertainment, instant communication, so people think success should also be instant. But in reality, building something meaningful, whether it's a career, a business, or even just a personal skill, can take years of consistent effort. If they don't see results in a few weeks or months, they give up, thinking maybe they're not talented enough.
And that's such a dangerous mindset, because it ignores one of the most important truths. Talent is nothing without discipline. You can have natural ability, you can be smart, you can have all the resources, but if you don't have the discipline to keep going when you feel bored, tired, or frustrated, you'll never see the real results. In fact, I think discipline is even more important than motivation, because motivation comes and goes, but discipline stays with you if you train it.
That's true. And there's also the problem of distractions. These days, it's so easy to get pulled in 100 different directions. You start working on your goal, but then your phone buzzes, social media pops up, someone invites you to something, or you see another opportunity that looks more exciting. Before you know it, you've abandoned your original goal and started chasing something else. And this keeps happening again and again, so nothing ever gets finished.
I completely agree. I think another factor is that people sometimes set goals that aren't really their own. They choose something because society says it's important, or because they saw someone else succeed at it, not because they truly feel passionate about it. And when you don't have that deep personal connection to your goal, it's much easier to walk away when things get hard. But if you truly care about what you're working toward, you'll find a reason to push through the challenges.
Yes, and that's why self-awareness is so important. Before chasing any goal, you have to ask yourself, is this really what I want? Or is it just what I think I'm supposed to want? Because if it's not truly yours, it will never have the power to keep you going when life gets tough.
Absolutely. And do you know what else? A lot of people are afraid of failure, so they never fully commit. They work on their goal halfway because they think, if I fail, at least I can say I didn't really try. But that's the worst thing you can do, because it guarantees you'll never reach your potential. Real progress only happens when you give your full effort, even if it means risking failure.
And failure isn't even the enemy. In fact, failure is often the best teacher. Every time you fail, you learn something you can use to do better next time. The problem is, many people take failure personally, as if it means they're not good enough instead of seeing it as part of the process.
That's so true. I remember a quote I once read: "Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success." If more people understood that, they wouldn't give up so quickly.
Exactly. So if we look at all of this, impatience, lack of discipline, distractions, unclear goals, and fear of failure, it's no wonder so many people don't reach their dreams. But the good news is, all of these problems can be solved if you approach your goals with the right mindset and strategies.
Right.
And speaking of strategies, I think the first step is to break your big goal into smaller, realistic steps. Instead of thinking, "I need to become successful," think, "What small thing can I do today that will move me forward?" When you make it smaller, it feels more possible, and you're less likely to feel overwhelmed.
That's such an important point. And along with that, I'd say the second step is to build habits that support your goal. Success isn't about making one big effort. It's about the little things you do every single day. If you can make progress a daily habit, even in small amounts, you'll be amazed at how much you can achieve over time.
And also protect your focus. If you know something is distracting you, like social media or unnecessary activities, you have to be willing to limit it. That doesn't mean you can never relax or have fun, but it means you have to decide what matters most and give it priority.
And maybe the most important thing, be patient. The best things in life take time, and if you can learn to enjoy the process, not just the result, you'll have a much better chance of actually reaching your goal.
Exactly.
People need to understand that every step forward, even the small ones, is a victory. You don't have to wait until you achieve the final goal to feel proud of yourself. You can celebrate progress along the way.
And if you keep going, keep learning from mistakes, and keep improving, eventually you'll get there. The key is to refuse to quit, no matter how long it takes.
That's the real secret. It's not magic, it's not luck, it's consistency, focus, and the courage to keep moving forward.
Well, Sarah, I think we've covered a lot of important points today about why so many people struggle to reach their goals and what it really takes to change that. It's clear that success isn't just about talent or luck, but about patience, discipline, and the willingness to keep moving forward even when things get tough.
Absolutely, Qasim. And I hope everyone listening understands that it's completely normal to face setbacks and moments of doubt. What matters most is not giving up and learning to appreciate every small step forward, because those steps add up to something much bigger over time.
Yes, and I also want to remind everyone that building the right habits and creating a supportive environment are key ingredients that help keep you on track. It's not always easy, but with the right mindset, you can overcome distractions and fears that might have held you back before.
Definitely. So if you take anything away from our conversation today, let it be this: believe in your own ability to grow and improve. Be patient with yourself. Keep your eyes on your personal why, and don't be afraid to fail, because every failure brings you closer to your success.
Well said, Sarah. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with me and with everyone listening today. I really enjoyed our talk.
Me too, Qasim.
It was a great conversation, and I hope it inspires people to keep pushing forward no matter what.
Everyone listening, thank you for joining us. Remember, your goals are worth the effort, and with patience and persistence, you will get there. Until next time, stay motivated and take care.
Goodbye, everyone. Keep believing in yourself and don't stop moving forward. See you in the next episode.